stream was brutal. It was terrible.
It was brutal. It was like an 8-hour delay.
Yeah, it was terrible. Anyways, that's not going to happen at the amazing GVS Esports.
You know, maybe you don't think you're good enough, which, I mean, is silly because we have people of all skill levels. I mean, he played as a bronze.
So
the controversy.
You know, whatever. Sorry, Riley, I got to come after you after that one. Ben actually did not want to play with us to the moon. So just wanted to shout out to all of our new members, first of all. We're so glad to have you guys here.
What do you mean?
Anyways. What is up, GVS Esports? Welcome back to a brand new year and a brand new year of Laker LAN podcast. This is the first returning podcast of the 2025-2026 school year.
Yeah.
So we're excited to be here today.
Yeah, lots of changes to talk about.
Lots of changes.
But I guess the big one, I mean, probably what we're going to focus on.
The elephant in the room.
The elephant in the room.
Yeah.
You are now serving in the role that Riley Long served.
Yes.
For better or for worse. I'm just kidding.
Wow, that's crazy work.
Yeah, so congratulations on
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Riley Long, for those of you who don't know, was our former director.
Yes.
And he departed for the executive director position at ACE.
Yeah, we actually did do a podcast episode with him too. Our first ever Laker LAN podcast actually was with Riley. So
that's true.
Kind of a crazy full circle moment over here.
Yeah. So it's sad to see him leave. He definitely did a lot, and I think that's probably the reason that we have such a sophisticated
studio.
Studio relationship with the School of Communication.
Absolutely.
And just broadcasting in general is likely through Riley's connections, and I'm glad that we're able to keep a lot of that going.
Absolutely.
So Evan, tell us a bit about yourself. Obviously, we know that you're the former president of the GVSU Esports Club. So tell us a bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I guess we can just go into like my GVSU Esports journey, like just whatever. So my freshman year, I played on the lowest Valorant team we had, lowest tier Valorant team with Ben. Ben actually did not want to play with us. He thought he was too high to play with us.
They were bronze. They were bronze, and I was platinum too.
No, you were gold. You were gold.
No, I was platinum.
No,
I hit platinum in September. It was first.
Okay.
Whatever
you say. He was gold. Anyways, we were on Valorant Red together, which was at the time the lowest Valorant team there was. And I was, like I said, I was a freshman. I didn't know we had an esports club at all. I just Googled us sitting in my dorm board, like the first welcome week of school. I was like, do we have an esports club? E-board, or somebody on the e-board, I emailed them. They said, yeah, we have Valorant teams if that's what you're interested in. So that's what I competed for, and got placed on a team with Ben.
Well, I didn't do tryouts.
You didn't do tryouts.
I joined a week late.
Well, okay, but like think about it though. Like that was kind of.
It was perfect.
Yeah,
and it was a good thing that I did.
Yes, because we wouldn't be here right now.
That's true.
Yeah, met a ton of good friends that me and Ben still game with like multiple times a week, all that good stuff. So freshman year, that's what I did. We played on was Cyan freshman year as well.
For you, yeah. I didn't play that semester because I had a Tuesday night class.
That's right. So I was on another Valorant team second semester. Freshman year. And then sophomore year, Ben graduated, and so did our other friend, Prof, who was a GVSU Esports alumni, Austin. And so we competed actually for a team out of Detroit, if you can call it even a team, that doesn't even actually exist anymore.
It was a gaming cafe.
Yeah. But they had whatever. Anyways, Replay Stallions. Replay Stallions is what they were called. So we did some Valorant like tournaments and things of that nature for them my sophomore year. And then junior year, this is, Riley, I'm coming at you after this one because August of my junior year, like the start, I applied for LEC assistant position and I didn't get it. So
the controversy.
Whatever. Sorry, Riley, I got to come after you after that one. But Ben actually sent me a posting they had again in December of that year saying they were looking for another LEC assistant. And I applied, and Riley got back to me like the next day and said, oh, blah, 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 your background in IT, I want to hire you. It's like, why don't you want to hire me back in August, Riley? But either way, got the LEC assistant job in December, and kind of just got really involved within the esports club. Started casting before I brought you in for the casting stuff, but started casting on the side. with Mr. Andrew Franklin, our old producer, in a closet.
That's a
basically.
That's a
Yeah.
deep cut.
Before we had any cameras or anything, it was just me talking on a mic, watching video, and it was kind of just all like, I guess it all came from there. I mean, I got a lot of connections within the club that junior year. April rolled around, election forms came out, and I was talking to Riley, and I said, "Hey, man, like, I'm thinking about running for president." He's like, "Dude, you should totally do that. Like, I think you'd be great at it." Did it, and ran against my now good friend, Mr. Dylan Toomey, who was my vice president last year.
I remember.
Yep, and I kicked his butt, for lack of better terms, and won the presidency. Was president my senior year last year. And then unfortunately, I guess fortunately for me, but unfortunately, Riley decided to take the NACE job, and that position opened up. And so while I was still heavily involved with GVSU Esports administration stuff, like during the summer with Mike and Josiah, our current president, we kind of rolled around to like July, and the opportunity and the conversation kind of focused on me taking the role, and it's been history since then. So that's where we're at. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, it's been cool to watch you go through, I guess, all of the different parts of esports and
like full circle.
Yeah, definitely full circle. And it's cool to see, how big the casting. That's where I came in since I graduated. It's cool to see how big the casting has gotten. And, hopefully we get more people to do that this year. Build up a little bit of a community around that.
Yeah, by the time this podcast is out, Ben's caster call video will be out. So go check that out. Link in the description for that video.
Remember that, Sam.
Yeah, remember that, Sam.
Yeah, here's a note. Put link in description. It's just making your life harder. From your perspective, what is the plan for broadcasting this year? Because I know what I want to do.
Yeah.
What do you, from like a club level, what's up?
Sure. So I mean, we're obviously kind of on the same page. We talked about this a lot. And me and Dylan had a lunch a couple weeks ago where we had a conversation very similar to this. But the idea is to really try to get as many people involved with the production side of things as we can. So in the past, with our premier teams, those were kind of the focus of our broadcasts. We are no longer supporting the idea of a premier team at this point for a number of different reasons. But one of those reasons is to better grow the community of GVSU Esports.
Yeah.
And kind of like almost as a family.
Yeah.
And so the idea behind getting the club involved with the broadcasting is to highlight all of you guys. So we're doing a lot of cool different things. Number one being trying to get all club teams on the broadcast, on the live streams at some point. So if you're on a club team, look out for those opportunities because they'll be there. Number two is really focusing on community engagement segments.
Yeah.
So we're not releasing any names yet, but there's going to be some fun segments that we're going to plug into the live streams and things like that out there in the wild of GVSU. Trying to get the brand out there, let people know that we exist, and also just give some cool content for everybody. And then also getting community members involved, whether through casting, whether it is through that cup competition, or also at community events that we plan on running. We want to take a lot of content and, social media stuff all at those community events. So that's another big way to get involved as well. So the idea is to really get as many of you involved with what we do here in this cool broadcast studio as we can. Yeah, and they're also, like Sam just said to me to remind me, she filmed a great video highlighting the whole week upload schedule. We do plan on uploading Monday through Friday, 5 days a week, some piece of content. I believe Monday is going to be the days that our podcast comes out. Cool. Every Monday. Tuesdays is challenge day. So we'll be posting like some challenges for you guys to do in the Discord, probably the week before. And you guys can submit your clips or whatever it might be for that week. And then we'll post content about that on Tuesdays. Wednesdays are big live stream days, NACE match days for Valorant and some other games, I believe. So those will be live streaming days. Thursday is community day. So there'll be some community segments that we'll do.
Cool.
Things of that nature.
Yeah.
Friday is also a live streaming day, as we have more matches for different leagues and things like that. So Monday through Friday, we have stuff on our socials and YouTube.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to field more than just a few teams.
Yeah.
I felt like, well, when we competed, you know, there was like 4 or 5 Valorant teams.
Yeah.
And, you know, last year, for example, Game Changers, Premier, and that one club,
Rocket League.
And
Rocket League.
Yeah, and Rocket League. And then there were some other teams in the club, but it definitely felt like maybe people didn't want to participate. Not want to participate, but like they were maybe a bit put off by the not getting on the Premier team.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
So with that kind of removed, I'm excited to see the increased engagement. And I was talking with Pony. Shout out to that guy. I told him I'd glaze him a little bit. I was talking with Pony, and he said that he has 24 Valorant players. So there's nearly 5 rosters.
And probably 2 Game Changers rosters.
That, I would be so happy.
Yeah.
I'd be so happy. Even though we're not like exclusively doing Valorant anymore, it'd be so cool to be able to have some, maybe even just like internal Grand Valley like games. Like that could be like a fun thing.
It's really exciting for me now in this position to see like the influx of interest that we have right now currently from so many members of GVSU.
Yeah.
Like being able to field 2 Game Changers teams. I mean, last year we were barely able to field 1 at the beginning of the year.
A little bit.
Absolutely was. And just like, I guess the interest we've seen in all of our titles across the board. So just wanted to shout out to all of our new members, first of all. We're so glad to have you guys here. And also too, just all the people behind the scenes, you know who you are. I know I tell you guys this all the time, but the hard work that we're putting in at GVSU Esports is going to good stuff.
Yeah,
so.
Definitely. And I've loved everything that I've seen from Rin and doing the social media. I think everything that she's put out has been great. Yes. I think the videos that Sam has put out have been absolutely fantastic. Yes. You guys both. It's cool to see. You know, despite the fact that, you know, at the start of the year we were like, oh, maybe there's less resources. Like we're still putting out really good stuff. With
what we have.
Yeah, with what we have and elevating, I think, even some of the content that we're having.
Oh, without a doubt.
So I think that's super cool. And it'd be nice to build on that.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to build on that.
That's a goal for this year too, is not only to get, obviously, like we said, more people involved, but to elevate the level of production that we bring to all of the content that we do. Make it a full production. Maybe someday it'll be on the same level as VCT or, you know, some humongous tournaments and things like that. That'd be so sick. But for right now, we're focused on making small steps and just bettering quality and bettering the experience around our content for everybody.
Well, VCT doesn't even have that good of a stream.
Not anymore, because they cut half their production.
They cut Riot when they cut like 11% of their workforce. So it was
that next stream was brutal. It was terrible.
It was brutal. It was like an 8-hour delay.
Yeah, it was terrible. Anyways, that's not going to happen at the amazing GVSU Esports.
No.
Yeah, only audio problems when I talk for 5 minutes on the day of Gaming stream, and I'm muted the whole time.
Cut to the...
Shout out Sam. Yeah, I was like, what do you mean? Anyways, so that's the... I mean, that was
exhausted.
Oh, dude, yeah. Every one of us was so exhausted. That whole thing was awesome, and I hope we can do that again this year in some form or facet. But yeah, that's the production schedule. That's the broadcasting news.
Yeah. We got to get Mike on the next day giving stream.
I know, dude. Yeah. Also, for those of you who don't know, shout out my boss, Mike. I think some of you have definitely seen him around. He likes to pop. Yeah, he likes to pop up at our events and things of that nature. He is really like the man with the plan. Well, not even the man with the plan, but he is supporting all of our visions, the board's vision, my vision, and just kind of allowing us to take GVSU Esports where we want to go. Which is to the moon and up. So just thank you, Mike. To the moon. So just thanks, Mike, and everybody over at Reckwell as well for the awesome program he has.
What games have you been into lately? I know the answer to this because I play them all with you.
Yes.
But, for the people.
Yes, for the people. Okay, so in terms of competitive titles, we've definitely taken a break from Valorant recently.
I haven't played since June 3rd, and it was a death match.
Yeah, it's been a minute for Valorant, but we've been really loving the Counter-Strike grind.
Yes,
that's been a lot of fun.
Yes,
just like still that tac shooter, but not as just more, I guess, grassroots, right?
Boots on the ground.
Yeah, exactly. So that's been a lot of fun.
Yeah,
we've also put a lot of time into DayZ.
We have put a lot of time into DayZ, actually.
That game is so fun. It is
more hours than I do at this point.
Dude, it's so addicting. Just the adrenaline that you get from that game, since it's a hardcore survival game. Like it's so
you'll go like hours without seeing anybody, and then all of a sudden you'll see 4 people.
Yeah, and like when you get in fights, I mean, like, dude, my heart is beating out of my chest.
Yeah,
like
or like when I'll see like a zombie further away,
and you think it's a person.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was like, this can't be healthy.
It might not be, but it's so much fun. So DayZ, Counter-Strike. We haven't played in a minute, but Ben loves his map games. And taught me how to play Hearts of Iron 4.
Yeah, that's
good. So those map strategy games every once in a while.
I've been playing Europa Universalis 4 the past few days. That game is so good too.
Yes. So that's what I've been into recently. Tell us in the comments what games you've been into recently, though.
Yeah, maybe we can bug him to get more games in the LEC.
It's definitely a possibility once we figure out the new software that we have and actually get it running for all the games we have right now.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Cool. So what is your favorite esport to watch? I think I know the answer, but I don't know.
So I feel like in terms of the one that I've watched the most is obviously Valorant.
Sure.
Especially like in years past. Watching Valorant, I've spent so many hours watching Valorant.
Yeah.
I think now, like I don't care as much about Valorant Pro Play anymore. Like I just don't. I'd say like watching Counter-Strike is really cool because all those like huge live events. I mean, like the atmosphere is just crazy.
You don't find anything like it in Valorant.
No, I mean, like they fill stadiums. The atmosphere is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
And also, honestly, I feel like the culture around CS right now is like it's like hyper popular again.
Yeah, it's like this weird resurgence, I think.
Yes,
and I'm trying to like put my finger on exactly why.
Streamers, man, honestly, in my opinion.
Yeah, Owen Pixel's huge right now.
Yeah, I mean,
Pixel's huge.
He just did his that stream with Nade Shot and Tim the Tatman. It was like a multi-million-dollar case opening.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
Insane. So like things like that are super fun to watch. Honestly, yeah, Counter-Strike. I gotta say, Counter-Strike.
Yeah, I just the casters in Counter-Strike. There's nothing wrong with all of the Valorant casters, but Counter-Strike is my favorite. So what's the first video game that you played that you remember?
Yeah. Okay. So first video game that I ever played that I remember was there's 2 of them. I can't remember which one came first, but it was on the PlayStation 2.
Okay.
And it was either the original Star Wars Battlefront, or like a World War II game that was called Medal of Honor.
I've played both.
Yeah, that was like Call of Duty before Call of Duty. Such a nostalgic game for me.
Yeah, that's a deep cut.
Yeah, on my PlayStation 2, man. Those were the days. The absolute days.
Was it like original Battlefront 1 or original Battlefront 2?
I think 2.
That's likely. Yeah, that's a good game.
Oh, yes.
It really is just such a good game.
Just as a kid, you're like, whatever, I was like 6 years old, and I was like, oh my God, I got an X-Wing, man.
You're like in Star Wars.
Yes, it's the coolest experience ever for a little kid like that.
Yeah. So, we've talked a lot about like building the community aspect of this club and trying to get more people involved. What does that look like to you?
So I think first and foremost is like building those lines of communication between like myself, the e-board, and all the club members, getting ourselves out there, being in the LEC. I'm in the LEC probably almost every day for a couple hours at open. So you can always come see me in there. And also just getting members involved with things outside of just club competition, whether it be broadcasting, whether it be, we have like Rin has been great about finding volunteers.
Yeah.
Like within some of her campus programs.
Yep.
She's a film major, I believe, or art major in some capacity.
Graphic design.
Yeah, graphic design. And she has a lot of students who are like really interested in volunteering with our program and getting experience that way, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And then working with the School of Communications, we might be able to do some work with like GVPD or GVTV and some of their students getting involved, things like that. So getting involved across the university with different programs is a big one.
Yeah.
And then things like our new Gaming Together initiative, where we host lots of community events, things of that nature. We really just want to, number one, get FaceTime with all of you, so you know who we are, you know who's running the program, and who's making those decisions, but also give you guys a FaceTime with us. So if you have suggestions, if you have ideas, if you have things you want to see within the club, tell us.
Sure.
I mean, connect with an e-board member, connect with me on Discord, or come to the rec center. That's where my office is at. If I'm in there, come talk to me. Like,
you also are in the LEC, right?
Yeah. So I have like 100% dedicated hours in the LEC Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But also like I have like a 3-hour gap from 1 to 4 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I usually spend that time in there as well. So I'm always available. I'm always there. And I want to meet all of you guys, whether you're returning and you somehow don't know me from the last couple of years, or a new member and you want to just
somehow I've never watched one of our wonderful streams.
Yeah, exactly.
We haven't casted together in over a year now.
It's been a minute, just because presidency stuff was so busy last year.
Well, the one we were going to cast together, we had too many tech difficulties.
Yeah.
It was bad news.
But anyways, yeah, so community events, outreach with other programs at the university, and just FaceTime with all of you and upper leadership. Yeah, and also too, with our community segments that we want to do, like Challenge Day and things like that, you can always ping our broadcast team in the Discord, and also like submit clips and things like that to be featured on our content.
Please submit clips, because it's just my DayZ clips right now.
Yeah. The other thing too that we want to do, that Rin's working on right now, is things like Player of the Week. Club competition. So something that I'm doing personally, because I think it's interesting and cool for all of our club competitors. I'm going to try to do this.
Sure.
Is tracking stats for everybody. So collecting the post-match statistics, things like that, compiling them for people. And then that way, when we do like Player of the Week graphics, Rin's also working on like actual physical player cards to give to players. You can have like some statistics on there, things of that nature.
You know, we actually used to do something like that.
Did we really?
Like 2019.
See, we're bringing it back. So getting you guys recognition for all the cool things that you're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, whoa, you're just playing video games. No, that's not true. You're a part of our community, our family. We want to give you the recognition that you deserve. So
yeah, and that's exactly what it is. It's family, it's community, it's something that's great. It's a great place for everybody to just be included.
Yeah, I mean, what I tell Mike in our one-on-one meetings all the time is my journey from freshman year, not knowing anybody in the club and just playing on a club team, to now, leading the program. I want to create the same experiences that I had for other people, and allow them to have the same growth that I did within the program, and make lifelong friends like I did in the program. GVSU Esports means very much to me. So that's why I am here doing what I'm doing. So
I've really enjoyed my time over the past 2 academic years casting for Grand Valley State University Esports. However, I'm starting my graduate program, and unfortunately I'm not able to dedicate as much time as I was before. So the hope is this year, since we're bringing in a lot of other games, the hope is to have people from all of these different games and communities start to cast. And I am here to help these people learn how to be comfortable in front of a camera. I'm here to teach these people how to cast, what to say, what to do. I'm just asking for a little bit of buy-in. I would love for you guys to reach out to me with any questions that you have about casting, even if you're like only a little bit interested in it, tangentially interested in it. It is such a good way to showcase how passionate you are about the game, or how knowledgeable you are if you want to flex your knowledge a little bit. It's such a good way to be involved without without competing.
Yeah.
And, competing takes a lot of time.
It does.
Casting is still, I like to prepare, so it takes me a little bit of time to prepare for each match that I cast, but it doesn't necessarily have to be as much time as competing.
Yeah.
And I think that if you're at all interested in being involved with esports, but maybe you don't think you're good enough, which, I mean, is silly because we have people of all skill levels. I mean, he played as a bronze. That's not flame. It's
no,
true.
it's not.
It's
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
I think that if you want to be involved, but you don't think you're good enough at the game, or you don't think that you have the time, reach out to me. We'll set up some time for you to start casting, or just talk about it,
or come to a stream and just like sit in, watch, and
yeah,
like,
I'm sure we'd be able to arrange that.
100%. And that's actually, I want to branch off a point that he made there with the esports club. If you're watching this and you're not part of the club, or you haven't been here before, it's not just club competition. We have facets within the club for anybody.
Yes. Yeah.
You play community games, single player games, you don't play video games, but you're interested in esports broadcasting. Like, there are so many levels to this to get involved in that's not competing on a club team. So I just want to put that out there as well.
Yeah. And like I said earlier, we're trying to maybe branch out a little bit with games like that we provide in the LAC.
Yep.
I'm not sure how that'll look. Obviously, that's for you and IT to decide. But we had a lot of people come up to us say, "Oh, I'm not into shooters. I'm not into competitive games, but I play like Minecraft and I play like some of these other cozier games." And that's something that we want to include and
promote.
Yeah, and promote. And even though it's esports, which has like a competition connotation to it, I think everybody belongs, and I know Evan agrees.
Yeah,
it's definitely one of the most all-encompassing, inclusive spaces on campus.
Oh, 100%. And I mean, we have our new slogan that we're promoting this year: play, compete, belong. Emphasis on that belong part.
Yeah.
So everybody is absolutely welcome. And I mean, another thing, I just gave a presentation for MySEF a couple weeks ago, focusing on how for all of us, esports is opportunity. In any realm that you're involved in with it. And so we want to give you opportunities to do cool things. Yeah. So that's the whole idea. We're here for you guys. We make this content for you guys. I am here to do what I do for you guys. So is the eBoard. We all do it for the love of the organization and for you guys to have a great time. So
yeah, that's definitely true.
Yeah. But I wrap on the first episode of Laker
LAN
for this year.
So unless we've got anything else we want to touch on.
I think that's a wrap for us, everybody, on the first episode of this new school year of Laker LAN. So thanks, Ben, for having me on our podcast.
On our podcast.
Yeah,
no problem.
It feels weird to be a guest, or not a guest, but to be interviewed.
Yeah. Should have had a guest host.
Dude, honestly, that's not a bad. Maybe we can tout that for some other podcast.
Who knows?
Anyways, if you guys haven't, interacted with us outside of the LEC, at GVSU Esports on all socials, at GVSU Esports on YouTube, our website, www.gvsu.edu/esports is totally rebranded, revamped, new content. We filmed promotional video, like 5 new promotional videos. Multiple of those are up on the website. Like brand new. Just go check out the website. It's brand new. I recreated it. I spent a lot of time in there. Check out all the cool videos that we did. And then comment down below any other questions you have for me as far as esports for this year.
Yeah, we read all of them.
Yeah, we read all the comments. Anything about broadcasting, about casting, ideas that you guys have.
Yes, we're open to ideas.
Absolutely.
We definitely are. This is not a perfect art.
No. We're growing every single day, getting better. So give us your ideas, give us your critiques, whatever it might be. And then also submit clips and at broadcast team. I think we have a broadcast clips channel, or is it just in the clip of the week channel?
I think it might be clip of the week channel, but just at broadcast team when you submit clips in the clip of the week channel, if you want them to be featured on streams and on the podcast. Yeah.
And we will see you in the LEC.
Yep.
Peace.